And in this very same love, we are
through His blessings that I am able to stand here today. To my family, Mom and Dad, my brothers and sisters, thank you. To my wife, Christine, and our 5 children for their unwavering support and commitment to our cause, and a special thanks to our servicemen and women and my fellow veterans. My name is Peterson Vasquez, and I am a candidate for the 138th Assembly District. But today I stand before you as a Christian, a son, a father, a husband, a disabled veteran, and a servant leader, and a proud, hard-working American who stands and holds true to my values. At his farewell address, President George Washington said, "Of all the dispositions and habits which lead to political prosperity, religion and morality are indispensable supports." Ladies and gentlemen, what we see today are rules and regulations that have been created and passed without the supports of religion and morality. Subscribers of the laws like the HHS mandate, same-sex marriage, and gender claim to be concerned with equality. While I believe we, as well as many of our fellow Americans nationwide, agree that the laws passed without the supports of religion and morality and without discussion with the people are laws that are not truly concerned with equality. Instead, these are laws concerned with self-interest of certain individuals and their supporting special interest groups.
That's right.
George Washington also said, "Let it simply be asked, where is the security for property, for reputation, for life, if the sense of religious obligation deserts our oath, which are the instruments of investigation in courts of justice?" He goes on to say, "One method of assault may be to effect the forms of the constitutional alterations which will impair the energy of the system and thus undermine what cannot be directly overthrown." In the United States, we have established a society of free thinkers filled with ideas and innovations. Free-willed people who make decisions based on their values and beliefs. But we have also established within our society a government that has grown well beyond its boundaries. A government that has overstepped its authority by demonizing our beliefs and creating an illusion that God is insignificant. In order to protect our values and ensure that our society of free thinkers and free-willed people continues to thrive, we must work hard and remain united in our faith. We must remain courageous and speak the Word of God in all our actions.
That's right.
Fellow New Yorkers, on November 6th, each of you will be given the opportunity to begin the process of healing, the process of accountability, and more importantly, the opportunity to make your voice heard. I ask each of you to encourage your family and friends to set aside party lines and vote for an individual that not only speaks the right words, but has demonstrated servant leadership and courage needed to stand up and fight for the rights of all citizens. I am a man of faith. I have very strong convictions, and I place my beliefs in knowing that the will of the Father has led me to seek this office. In doing so, I trust Him. Matthew 5:9 says, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they are called the children of God." Something has been lacking in this age of partisan politics. And when elected on November 6th, you have my word that I will be the voice of the peacemaker in Albany. God bless each of you. God bless your families. And God bless this great nation of ours, the United States of America. Thank you.
today as we continue to stand for evil. It is bad enough when another voice competes against that of God. It is worse when that competing